Okay, this is the fourth video in the series. This is the final boil. We've finished the initial sap boiling outside in the homemade evaporator I showed you on the last video. This is now the final boil. I've decided to bring it inside. It's a little too windy to do it out on the gas grill I have with the propane burner. So brought it inside in a smaller pot. This is basically what you're left with, and I'm boiling off the rest of the water, as you can see. It's got that maple syrup color. This batch is a little dark. One or two things I did differently than the first batch. You didn't get to see the last boil on the first batch. It was just too late at night, and I just finished it. But one thing I've done differently with this one, as I've actually filtered it, it's going to be 3 times. Twice after the initial boil, and then after this is done, I'll do it a 3rd time and see where I'm at with my sugar sand, which seems to settle in the bottom after everything cools off, unless you get a really good filter. Again, I'm using food grade filters for the final, and then from the evaporator into the pail, and then the pail into the pot, I used actually a dish rag. They're called flour sack dish rags. It's like a fine linen or cotton. Folded it together, and it really filtered out all the little bits and pieces left in there from that boil. Basically what we're looking for is around 7 degrees above boiling. You can look over here, and we are currently right around 100 degrees. Clear that off. 100 degrees Celsius and 215 degrees Fahrenheit. Bubbles have gotten a lot smaller and a lot more consistent. Most of the water is just about out, so we're getting right there to that point. After this is boiled down to the delicious syrup we're looking forward to, we'll then do the final food filter process I just discussed, and we're going to be putting it into these bottles right here. A little special bottle I picked up, corked, and then do a wax seal on the top with a pull tab to take them off. So I'll send you all a video or do a couple pictures of that when it's finally done, just so you can see the final product. Probably do a video. But again, just wanted to show you this to sort of see where you're at and see the color you'll get and the boil process here. If you have any questions, again, feel free to ask. I know there's a million videos on here for this, but I'm just shooting one. Just throw it on to give you my process of doing it and see how it turns out for an amateur like myself. Hope you enjoy the videos. Like it if you do. I'll send you another one. Bye.